Hello guys, Harry here. Welcome back to my channel. Hope you are well. So guys, let's check out this rather handsome looking Casio in this video today. Now you look at this watch at first glance, you can kind of tell where this watch is trying to position itself. The integrated bracelet watches have been quite famous or popular lately, and they still are. And I think this is Casio's attempt to sort of enter that market and trying to compete with the likes of Tissot PRX or Citizen Tsuyosa, and both of those watches I have reviewed on my channel previously. Now this is not an integrated bracelet watch, and we will take a closer look at that later on. I bought this watch during the Amazon Prime Day sale recently and managed to score a decent deal on this one. This was priced for 92 Australian dollars during the sale, but Amazon gave me another $20 voucher that I could use towards the purchase of this watch, which I did, and managed to bring the price down to 72 Australian dollars. Here is the hang tag with the reference number. Yes, it's a long one, but that's how Casio likes to do their reference numbers. And if you don't like this turquoise or Tiffany colored dial, Casio has you covered, because you can buy this watch in a variety of different dials, as you can see on your screen right now. The reference numbers for all these other colored dials are in the description of this video. So guys, let's dig in and let's take a closer look at this rather handsome looking Casio. Okay guys, checking out the dimensions first. Now before we do that, I just want to apologize for this band-aid on my finger. I cut myself really badly about a week and a half ago. It is healing, but it's slow. I didn't want you guys to see the hideous cut on my finger, and I've been keeping it under wraps. Anyway, so getting back to the watch again. So we have a case size of 35 millimeters with a lug-to-lug distance of 40 millimeters. You can see from the side this watch is really slim at 7.5 millimeters only, and we have a lug width of 18 millimeters on this watch. We'll talk about the lug width a bit later on, again when we touch on the bracelet on this watch. So those dimensions are quite similar to the 35 mil Tissot PRX as far as the case size and the lug-to-lug distance is concerned. So anyone with a small to medium wrist size will love this watch, and you can sort of kind of categorize this watch in the unisex market. So even ladies or male with smaller wrists will enjoy this watch. Not saying that you can't really pull it off if you have a larger wrist, you can, but someone with a smaller wrist will absolutely love this case size. So the case or the material used for the case and bracelet on this watch is stainless steel, but they haven't used 316L stainless steel. Casio has used 304 stainless steel. Now this is an inexpensive watch, so you can't really complain about them not using 316L stainless steel. The finishing is quite straightforward. Along the sides it is high polished, as you can see, and on the upper surfaces you can see it is finely brushed. Looking at the dial, I think that will be the main attractor for people buying this watch anyway, especially in this color. We got applied markers all around with a printed minute track in black on the outer part of the dial. We got Casio printed in black underneath 12 o'clock, WR50M printed above 6 o'clock there in the same black. So that gives you the idea. This watch has 50 meters of water resistance with a pull and push crown at 3 o'clock. Then we have the date complication at 3 o'clock as well. You do get some sunburst effect to this dial, as you can see, so it's not really a plain dial. It does play with the light really nicely. So overall it is a handsome looking watch, and you know, for the price that you're paying for this watch, again it depends on what kind of deal you can get on this watch. There's no discount on Casio's own website for this watch, and it is priced slightly under 100 US dollars, but I'm pretty sure you'll be able to get some decent deals on this if you looked elsewhere. Now let's check out the bracelet on this watch. It is a stainless steel bracelet, and it is quite reasonably finished for the price. I really like that the brush finishing from the top of the case follows through to this bracelet as well. It has a really nice taper to it, as you can see. Starts off at about 21.5 mil here and finishes off at about 15.5 mil on the clasp. You can see Casio stamped there on the clasp. Quite basic. There's no micro adjustment, unfortunately, on this one. The clasp on the inside is only pressed as expected. Anyway, it's got rolled links, and it does rattle a fair bit, as you can see, and as it is quite expected from a bracelet of this quality. Anyway, it is really light as well. Feels really light, and I think that helps in keeping the weight of this watch down to about 82 grams only. Now, the lug width, as I mentioned earlier, I wanted to talk about this a bit more. One thing you need to be mindful of is with this watch, because of this integrated bracelet look that you get from this watch, the bracelet sort of extends out a fair bit to match the case profile. And if you don't like this bracelet, then you will need to find something that looks quite similar to keep that look going, and that might be a challenge for some people to find something quite similar to this. If you don't replace this bracelet with something else, then obviously there's no problems at all. And I can see a lot of people not really looking at investing a lot more money into this watch anyway, but I just wanted to bring that to your attention. While we are at it, let's quickly check out the case back as well. So this is a snap-on case back, gives you some information there. Water resistance 50 meters of 5 bar. I've already touched on that earlier. This one is cased in China stainless steel, and 4393 is the quartz modular used by Casio in this watch. Gives you about 3 years of battery life. They use SR621SW battery. They're quite inexpensive as well. The stated tolerance is minus to plus 20 seconds per month. So again, you guys know what Casio is trying to achieve with this watch, trying to cash in on that craze for the integrated bracelet watches, and trying to keep the price as low as possible, but still give you something where you don't have to spend a lot of money, but you can get the feel of having an integrated bracelet watch in your collection. Now, to wrap up this video, guys, let me just quickly put this watch on my wrist so I can show you how this fits on my average wrist. I already mentioned my wrist size is 7 inches, so this will give you a fair idea if you are in the ballpark, if your wrist size is smaller or kind of similar to me, so you can tell how this watch will look on your wrist. I haven't sized the bracelet because I'm not keeping this watch, so I'll be selling it as is, but here it is on my wrist. And yeah, the bracelet, as I mentioned earlier, the bracelet is finished really nicely for the price, plays really nicely with the light as well, and I don't see many people really feeling the need of replacing this bracelet for something else anyway. So guys, thank you very much. I'll wrap it up here. Thank you for watching. I'll see you with my next video shortly. Until then, stay safe and look after one another. Thank you again.